The natural habitat of the world's most famous fly is Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Male travellers may have seen it many times, whereas women may pass through blissfully unaware, as you won't find this fly buzzing around in the air or mounted in a glass cabinet, but in the urinals. That's right, we're talking about one of those painted flies in the gents. The little fly first appeared in the airport in the early 1990s, but the idea wasn't altogether new. In Stratford-upon-Avon, you can admire urinals with bees painted onto them dating back to around 1880, exemplifying typical British humour, as the Latin for bee, apis, sounds rather like what you'd use the urinal for. In the 1950s, the Dutch Army similarly had urinals with a little target inside. The fly in the airport toilet serves the same purpose. It gets men to aim more accurately, which doesn't happen otherwise, especially with jet lag in transit, requiring cleaners to come and go with mops and buckets, in turn raising costs for the airport and inconveniencing flustered travellers faced with a closed toilet. The little fly gives men something to aim at, and it works, reducing splashback, the technical term for what ends up on the bathroom floor, by 50%. The cleaning costs also dropped substantially. That's why this insect has been emulated worldwide, and in other forms too, from a little goal net to competitive digital games. In Iceland, after the banking crisis, you could even aim at the faces of bankers. Nevertheless, the fly is far more famous in a field completely separate from hygiene, that of the behavioural sciences. Such a simple fake fly defies every classic rule of behavioural change. Since the ancient Greeks and Romans, those rules have read roughly as follows. If you want to change someone's behaviour, you offer well-chosen, clearly worded and carefully structured information and arguments, logos. You package these in an emotionally convincing manner, pathos. And you explain what makes you a credible messenger, ethos. It sounds as if it might work, and sometimes it does, but often it doesn't. No matter how clearly you explain to people that smoking is unhealthy, no matter which celebrity, scientist or influencer tells the story, or how moving, urgent or funny the commercials may be, a great many smokers continue to smoke. Behavioural change is a massive challenge.